Hi, this is Marloomz Creations, and today I'm going to teach you how to make Pinkalicious on your Rainbow Loom. She might look like she's a lot of work. She's not difficult to make, she's just time consuming. She has a couple parts. She has her skirt, her wings, and her body, and her face and hat are made on one loom, but I make the body first and then I make the hat and the face last. So we loom her body, pull it off, and then we loom her hat and face. And the wand is separate and the skirt. So I'm going to show you how to do the body first and then the other parts. For today, you're going to need to choose the colors that you want for your Pinkalicious. Basically, she's pink, but for the rim of her skirt, I use Rainbow Loom's fuchsia. And you're going to need, if you're using fuchsia or a magenta, you can use 55 of that color. So that's going to be used in her skirt and also in her shirt area. You're also going to need 18 brown, and that's for her hair. You will need 55 flesh colors for her face, arms, and legs. And you need 41 pink that will match the hat and her like underwear part, I guess you would call it. So I made the hat and this part the same color, so that shade of pink, and I also use it inside her skirt. So if you're using the same shade of just a plain pink, also from Rainbow Loom, I use 41. And then I also use some neon pink for her shoe and a little ruffle over here by her arm, and that's 12. So I'll just say it one more time. 41 pink that matches the hat and under here and the skirt. 55 magenta or fuchsia color, or like a maroon actually. 18 brown. 55 flesh. 12 neon colors. And 4 white bands. And that's optional. You can leave it all the pink color if you want. As far as also her shirt, I mixed 1 fuchsia band with a metallic purple from Rainbow Loom. So for her shirt, it would be it's going to be 1 fuchsia and 1 metallic color, and that's the look that it gives it. And so those are your supplies, and I won't tell you how many bands you'll need for the wings and her wands, because that's going to be a separate video. So, and for the rim of her hat, this is also the same color that I'm going to be mixing in with her shirt, which is the Rainbow Loom metallic purple. So gather your supplies, and then we will begin making the Pinkalicious. Step for Pinkalicious is we're going to make her arms and her legs. So for her arms, I'm going to be using these neon pink bands, and I'm going to take 3 at a time, so you're going to need 6. And take 3 neon bands and place it on your peg like that. And you can do the other side as well, and that'll be the other arm. And make sure your loom is set up with the middle row is above the others and your arrow facing down. So that's 3 bands here, 3 bands here. And then you're going to now grab her flesh color that you chose for your doll, and you're going to just go down 4 times. You can do the other side as well. And then you can just take a single, after you've placed 4 on each side, and wrap a single band around the end 4 times. And now we're going to make her legs. So for her leg, you're going to go down 5 times with flesh color, and then you're going to end it with 2 neon. So let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we have enough on here. So you're going to place 2 flesh colors over here and go down 5 times. And you can use the middle too. And then you're going to grab your neon band again and place it on that last peg. And the same on this side. Go down 5 times. And then after this set, it's the neon bands. And then grab 2 more neon bands and wrap it around this peg 4 times. And then this one too. Then grab your hook and you're going to reach in where the cap is and just loop all these bands forward. And the same on this one, just reach in where all the cap bands are and just start looping this one, and this one. I've looped all 4 sets, the arms and the legs. You can take your spare hook or you can just take it off your loom one by one. And then you can just place these to the side. And now that we've done the arms and the legs, we can start with her body. So you're going to grab 2 flesh colors and you're going to place it on these 2 pegs right here in the middle, and make sure the middle row is above the others. And then you're going to grab your fuchsia bands, and if you want to mix it, you can just use one color if you want. I'm going to be mixing a metallic purple with a fuchsia band, and the metallic is going to be on the bottom. So I'm going to first place 2 white bands on the left and 2 white bands to the right. After I did that, you're going to place a metallic and a fuchsia. Again, a metallic and a fuchsia. And I place it in the order the same way every time. I always place the metallic band on the bottom. So you go down 4 times with that setup. And you do the same on this side. Go down 4 using a metallic and a fuchsia. And again, you can use just one color. You can use any shade of pink. And this is not pink, but it looks nice. And then we did 4 here, and you're going to do the same in the middle. Just go down 4 times using the same thing. And all my metallic bands, again, are on the bottom. And then once you've done that, you're going to switch to the color that you want her bottom area to be. And I have that pink is matching her hat. You can do the same if you want, or you can choose whatever color you want. So I'm just going to choose a basic pink color, and I'm going to place, these fell everywhere, 2 here, 2 here, and here. So you're going to go down 2 times on each row, and this is what your setup should look like so far. went down 2 on each row. I'm going to take another 2, and on this middle peg, go diagonally to that band, and the same on the middle to that peg. And now if you want, you can grab your Pinkalicious legs, and it's the one with the pink at the tip. So you can place one leg here, and the other right there. And then you're going to place her arms. They go right here. And the arm is the one with the pink at the top. And then her other, and make sure you're grabbing all the 3 sets of bands. There's 3 here. And that gives it the look of a ruffle. So that's those. And now what we're going to do is we are going to loop her. First we're going to place the triangle bands. You're going to take two single pink bands, place 1 triangle band here, 1 pink band here, so those are both pink. Switch to the color that matches this part, and that's the fuchsia. Take it, wrap it around itself, and place it on those 3. Again, a single, wrap it around itself, place it on these 3, and again, another band wrapped around itself on those 3. So this is a double band, double, double, single, single. And now we can loop her. So I'm going to grab my hook, and you're going to enter where her leg is, and you're going to reach the, not the bottom set, the top set right here. There's a first set of bands. You're going to reach for those. So reach in for that top set of light pink bands and bring it to the middle. The same on this side. Just reach in for the first set of light pink bands and put it to the middle. You're going to re-enter these pegs and grab the other pink bands. You can push the triangle band down and bring it to the peg above. Same here. Bring these to the peg above. And then reach in here and push back every band. Make sure you're pushing every band back, and then grab on the bottom 2 and bringing that forward. And when we enter every peg, make sure you're always pushing the triangle band back. Push back, grab bottom bands, loop forward. Loop this forward. Push the triangle band back, loop forward. Push back, loop forward. And see, now you can see the metallic. That's why I put the metallic on the bottom, because when you loop it, it brings it and it shows it. So we have looped 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, 9. So we looped all these, and you know you looped it correctly if they have the teardrop shape. So now again, these are doubled. Push that doubled band back and grab the 2 bands on the bottom. Bring the middle forward. Push that doubled band back. Bring these forward. Again, pushing that band back. Same here. Loop the middle. Push this band back, loop here, and loop here. Take a look at your doll for a second. Make sure you have teardrop shapes everywhere. Then reach in where the arm is. Push back the pink bands and grab the white. And the same here. These 2 and bring it to the middle. And now we're going to reach in here and push back all these bands and grab the skin tone color and loop it up. And now we're going to, I'm going to just remove her slowly. That way she keeps her shape. And then take your hook and remove her slowly. Pull on the skin band so that they're even. And this is her body. just adjust things. And then we are going to, if you have a spare hook or something you can, or you could even S-clip this if you want for now, because if these two bands fall out, your doll will fall apart, and you don't want that. So if you think that you're okay with putting it down, you know, you can do that. I am going to place this on my spare hook and place it to the side. So now the next thing is we're going to do her head and her hat and her hair. For her hat, gather the bands that are like metallic for this part and brown bands, and if I'm using 2 small pony beads, you can do that if you want. If not, you're going to be grabbing 2 black bands for her eyes. So let's get started with that step. The first thing you're going to do is grab the color that you want your Pinkalicious hat to be. Obviously it's pink, but the shade. So I'm matching her color that I put here and the one in the skirt. And I'm going to grab my pink bands. And the first thing is I'm going to take a single band and place it here to here. And then I'm going to take another single and place it here to here. And then I'm going to place that one there. So we're going to go down 4 times on this side using only a single band. And then after that, after we went down 4 times using a single band, we're going to go down 2 times using a double band. And then now for this row, you're going to go down a single, a single, a double, and then a double. And then take another single, and you're going to bring that there from, actually I'm sorry, from the 5th peg. So you're going to take it from this peg right here. So from 1, 2, 3, 4th, from the 4th peg, you're going to bring it to this peg right here. So from the 4th peg on this side, on this row, you're going to drag it to the 5th peg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you're going to grab 2 bands here. And that was a single. And then 2 bands here. And then you're going to grab another 2 pink bands and place it here. Another 2 and place it here. Then you're going to grab the brown bands, and now if you want her hair to be a different color, you can do that, but I'm going to use brown. And you're going to place 2 brown here, 2 here, and then you're going to choose the color of her skin, which should match the same color you use for her legs and arms. Place the flesh color here, and then turn in 2 more flesh bands here, and then in the middle. And for the side of her hair, what you do is you take 2 brown bands, place 2 here, not connected to the loom, and then 2 more here, and do the same on this side, 2 here, 2 more here, and then take 2 single brown bands and tie that around, this is single, tie it around this part 4 times. And these were double bands, 2 browns, and this is a single to cap it. Again, 2, 2, and a single to cap it. And you wrap it around 4 times. And then you loop that. So you take your hook and you push the cap and loop forward. Remove it. and place that on this peg right here. And then the same on this one. Loop this one. Remove it. And place it on this peg right here. Then we're going to take a single flesh color band and place a triangle band on here to here. And then we're going to place her eyes. I'm going to be using 2 pony beads. If you don't have pony beads, you can just use 2 black bands. Take a single, wrap it around your hook 4 times. Again, a single, wrap it around your hook 4 times. And then you're going to slide these onto a flesh colored band. And separate it. Place it here and here. And then open up the middle and place that single band above this peg. And that's your dolly's eyes, but I'm using small pony beads. And all I do is take my flesh band and I slide it through. Place it on these 2 pegs right here. Separate the eyes. Bring this band to that peg right there. And for her, I don't even know why, I can't figure out the name of this. The ribbon that's hanging from her hat. What you're going to do is grab your metallic color and you're going to go down 8 times. I should have done that on the loom before, but we can do it without hook, so it's okay. What you're going to do is you're going to take a single metallic color and wrap it around your hook 4 times. And then transfer that little knot onto another single band, so these are both singles. And then put it on your hook and just continue to add a link. So that's 1 link. This will be 2. This will be 3. And actually doing it with the hook makes it look a lot neater. When you do it on your loom, sometimes it comes out twisted. So this is 3, 4, 5. And you can make it as long as you want or as short as you want. I just did 8 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It really doesn't matter. They curl and it looks nicer when they're not curled. So here's 8 and I'll do an extra. And then once you've done that, you're going to place it on that peg right there. But actually before we do that, I just want to do one thing. I am going to just lift these 2 bands right here, and it's not a problem. It's just this band and this band, these 2 right here, because I want to double. Take another single band and place it here. There should be 2 bands here, and then just replace this one. This is the one that was here. Replace that and replace this. It's not a big deal. I just want 2 bands in here. And then take this part and place it on your hat. And now she's ready to add her body. So take her body and you're going to place these 2 loops on here. I lost her. And make sure this is the front of your doll, so choose the side that looks the best when you removed her from the loom, and then this should be the front. So once you've placed those 2 skin colored bands on this peg, you're going to reach in and grab the first 2 bands, and mine went forward. Then reach in for the next 2 bring it to the right or to the left, and then the remaining. So we brought 1, 2, 3 up. And then we are going to loop the middle. And be careful with this eye band. Push that back and then loop here. And don't go further than this peg because we have to bring some pink bands to this peg. Now you're going to reach back to this peg right here and push back all the bands and grab the bottom 2 and bring it forward. And the same here. You're pushing back all these bands and grabbing just the bottom 2 and bringing it forward. Now there's a little eye band here and here. Push back that skin band, loop the brown forward. The same here, loop the brown forward. Now when we reach into this peg, there's 2 sets of pink bands. There's a bottom and then there's a top set. We're reaching for this first top set. So reach in and grab the first set of pink bands and bring it to the middle. And the same here, push back the brown and just aim for the top 2 pink. And you know you did it right if you have the 2 remaining on the bottom. Reach back into these 2 pegs and bring the 2 pink bands forward. Actually, don't do that. I forgot to add triangle bands on her hat. So hopefully you didn't loop ahead of me. You're going to grab your pink bands, take a single, wrap it around itself, put it on these 3 pegs. So before you loop, put a triangle band there, then a triangle band on these 3, then wrap it around again and put it on these 2, wrap it around, a single, put it on these 2, and now we're done. So we did 1, 2, 3, 4. We placed 4 doubled over bands. Now we can continue with the looping. And you have to do the middle now. Push back all these bands, bring up the pink, bring it to the middle. And if it's tight, take your hook and loosen it up. Bring these pink bands up. Reach in here where the triangle band is and push that back and bring the 2 pink bands forward. And then this one. So we brought this one forward and this one. Reach in here, push back the triangle. Loop forward, loop this to this peg right here, loop this single band, and these are all single bands now, so don't get worried when you pull in it, you should feel that it's lighter. Push back that holding band, loop forward, grab that underneath looping band, push back this band right here and bring the single forward here and the single band here, and then these double bands forward. And then you're going to grab another single pink and go through all these bands, pull this through them, and you're going to create a little slip knot. And again, don't remove your doll by yanking them, just take her off slowly. Especially her hat, you don't want it to rip. So this is what she looks like. You just adjust the bands a little bit. And what I did with that slip knot is I went through the top bands and I pulled the slip knot through it, and I kept going through the top bands and grabbing the slip knot and pulling it through again. And then I believe what I did was I took that loop and then I put the little purple through it. And now for her hair, you're going to grab 4 brown bands, and you're going to go through the cap bands of her hair, place your hook through all 4 caps, grab 2 brown bands, and bring it through, and then place both loops on your hook and create a slip knot and pull. And the same on this side. Take your hook, go through the cap bands, pull 4 of them, take 2 brown bands, loop it through, place both loops on your hook, make a slip knot. And then you can take your scissor and you can cut the loops. And now the next step is to make her skirt. So let's grab our loom again and let's make her skirt. For her skirt, you're going to, next step to making your Pinkalicious is to make her skirt. You're going to be making 8 of these links, and I'm going to show you how to do 2 of them together, and then you're going to make the 6 more. So you're going to grab, I'm going to be using fuchsia and pink, and the same colors that match her shirt, and the pink is the same color that match her hat. And you're going to take your fuchsia band and place it in just a single, place it on your loom like that, and then grab 2 pinks, followed by 2 fuchsia bands, and then 2 pinks, and then you grab, so we did fuchsia, pink, pink, fuchsia, fuchsia, pink, pink, and then take another pink, a single, and these are all single bands, wrap it around that peg 4 times. So we'll do that again on this side and just match the same pattern that you have on the other side. Now if you chose a different color for your doll, then it's, you know, obviously not going to be fuchsia, but it would be that pattern, the dark color and the light color. And then 2 pinks, and then you tie this one around 4 times. Then you take your hook and you push back that capping band and you loop it forward. And you have to make 8 of these, so we made 2 together. So you're going to make 6 more. And if you have a spare hook or a toothpick, is a good idea to place all the little pieces. So here's 2, and here are the other ones that I've already pre-made. And if you want to pause the video so that you can make the other 6, you can do that now. And then the next step, we'll be finishing the little skirt. So I'm going to show you the next step. So the next step is you're going to grab your fuchsia bands again. And on this row, you're going to place 2 fuchsia bands here. And you're going to go down 9 times using double bands. And once you've went down 9 times, you take a single band, and these will all double. Make sure you use 2 bands at a time. I went down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then on this peg, take a single and wrap it around only 3 times. That's it. Then you take your hook. Actually, don't take your hook. You are taking the little skirt pieces, and not on the first one here, but on the second, place the little skirt piece and aim it to the outside, and then do the next, and just keep doing that all the way. And the very top one does not receive, does not get one of these little links either. and then the last one goes on this one. And so the very top one has no bands on it, and the very bottom one too. The only difference is the bottom one has a cap band. So you're going to take your hook once you've placed all of them on here, and you're going to reach in for the bottom two and loop forward. And this does require an S-clip, so make sure you get an S-clip or a C-clip, it doesn't matter. And what you're doing is you're making sure that when you loop, that you push back the bands that are holding this skirt piece. So you push back all the bands, and then grab the bottom two. Push back all the bands, grab the bottom two, otherwise it will fall apart. Same thing here, push back every band and then grab the bottom two, and same here. When you get to this part, this is where you get your S-clip. You can take this off the loom with your hook, and you're going to take both, there's 4 sets of loops, so 2 and 2 actually, and you're going to S-clip these like that. And you're just going to pull on it a little and adjust it, and then turn it, and then grab these loops, and these loops should just be three links, because that's what we cap 3 times, and then just hook it. And then you can take your doll, take your hand and stretch the skirt, put her legs through it, and this is your Pinkalicious so far. And she's missing her wand and her fairy wings, and that's going to be in a separate video. So you can check out my channel and look for how to make a princess wand and how to make a removable wings, because these wings are actually removable, and so that you could put on any doll. And the fairy wand is a separate upload as well. For her leg, if you want to take, I did this, it looks like little ballerina shoes, you can take your neon band, the one that matches her shoe, or another pink band. And I only have one here, but you take a band, a double band, a single, and wrap it around itself, and then you just place it right here. And that is how you make your Pinkalicious doll on your loom. If you don't want a wand and you don't want the wings, then that's fine, but if you do, then just check out my channel and I will show you how to add the wings and how to make a fairy wand. So thank you so much for watching. I forgot to tell you that for Pinkalicious arms, the reason we did 3 pink bands is you take your hook and you pull on it, and so it gives it that look of a ruffle. And take this hook and do the same. Go through all 3 bands. Should be 6 bands actually, since you're going through every set. And you just pull it forward, and now it looks like she has ruffles. And that's just the little tip that I wanted to tell you.